Hello, and welcome to LearnEnglishPodcast.com. I'm Wason, your host. Today we have an exciting episode about learning English faster. Many of you want to know how to improve your English quickly, and we're here to share tips and strategies to help you do that.
Hi everyone, I'm Lydia, and I'm thrilled to be here with you today. This is a question we hear all the time. How can I improve my English fast? We understand that you want results quickly, and we have some great ideas to share in this episode.
Absolutely, Lydia. A lot of English learners feel they're studying hard but not improving as fast as they'd like. So today, we want to give you practical advice on boosting your learning speed. And even though we say fast, remember that consistency is key. The more smart practice you do, the faster you'll see progress.
That's right. Fast doesn't mean you'll be fluent overnight, but it does mean using smart methods to learn more effectively. We'll be talking about realistic ways to make progress more quickly. So, let's dive in and explore our top tips for improving your English as fast as possible.
Tip number 1. Immerse yourself in English as much as possible. Surround yourself with the language every day. The more English input you get, the faster you'll pick it up. Listen to English music, watch TV shows, and tune in to English podcasts whenever you can.
Immersion is so important. When I was learning Spanish, I changed my environment to Spanish. I set my phone and computer to Spanish, listened to Spanish songs, and even put sticky notes on household items with Spanish words. You can do the same for English. Little changes like that keep you surrounded by English throughout the day.
Exactly. Make English a natural part of your daily life. For example, try reading a short news article in English every morning, or switch your social media and phone settings to English. The key is to get comfortable with English in different contexts so it doesn't feel foreign or difficult.
Tip number 2. Practice speaking as much as you can. Many learners understand a lot but struggle to speak. Speaking regularly is how you get comfortable. You can chat with friends in English, find a language exchange partner online, or even practice by yourself. The more you use your voice to form English sentences, the quicker your speaking skills grow.
That's right. The more you speak, the more natural it will feel. And don't worry about making mistakes or feeling shy. Start with easy conversations. For example, describe your day out loud or introduce yourself in the mirror. The goal is to get your mouth used to forming English words. Soon, speaking will feel more and more natural to you.
I know it can be intimidating to speak, especially with native speakers. But remember, most people are friendly and happy to help if you ask politely. And if you don't have someone to talk to, try reading a book passage aloud, or even talk to your pet in English. Little things like that really do help.
Good idea. We can even do little role plays to practice common situations. Let's try one right now. Lydia, you pretend to be a customer at a coffee shop, and I'll be the barista. This is a simple real-life scenario you might face, and it's great practice for speaking politely.
As customer. Hello, could I get a medium latte, please? Normal voice. See, this is an example of how to order coffee politely in English. It might feel a bit silly to pretend, but it really helps build your confidence. When you do it for real, the words will come more easily because you've said them before during practice.
As barista, sure. Would you like any sugar or cream with that? Normal voice. Here, I'm acting as the barista responding with a typical question. By acting out exchanges like this, you're training yourself for real interactions. When the time actually comes to order coffee, you won't freeze up. You'll be prepared because you've practiced it beforehand.
Exactly. Little role plays like that can really boost your speaking skills. You can do them with a friend or even by yourself, imagining both roles. The important thing is that you're actively speaking and using English in a realistic way. This kind of practice helps you improve much faster than just silently thinking about English.
Tip number 3. Try to think in English. This is a game changer for learning faster. Many learners translate from their native language in their head, which slows them down. Instead, train your brain to work in English directly. It might be hard at first, but it gets easier with practice.
That's a great one. I tell my students to name things around them in English. For example, when you wake up, think bed, pillow, blanket instead of using your native words. If you see a dog on the street, think, there's a dog, it's barking. These little exercises help you start thinking in English naturally.
Exactly. The more you practice thinking in English, the less you'll need to translate. You'll start responding quicker because you're already thinking in English. It really speeds up your conversations. Your fluency will improve as thinking in English becomes second nature.
Tip number 4. Use English materials and activities that you enjoy. Learning is faster when you're having fun and interested. If you love sports, watch games with English commentary. If you enjoy cooking, watch recipe videos in English. When the content interests you, you'll pay more attention and learn more naturally.
Absolutely. When you do things you like in English, it doesn't feel like homework. You'll pick up new words and phrases because you're focused on the story or activity. One student of mine watched her favorite TV series in English every night, and after a few weeks, her listening improved.
That makes sense. I learned a lot of casual expressions and slang from watching sitcoms because I enjoyed them and watched regularly, and you don't have to catch every single word. Even if you only understand the general idea and learn a couple of new phrases each time, that's progress. Over time, you'll notice you understand more.
Here's a practical tip when you're watching shows. Try using English subtitles instead of subtitles in your language. This way, if you need help understanding, you're still reading English. As you get better, challenge yourself to turn off the subtitles completely. This step-by-step approach trains your listening skills while you enjoy the content.
Tip number 5. Focus on learning useful vocabulary first. Some people try to memorize long lists of difficult words, but that's not the best use of time if you want to improve quickly. Instead, concentrate on common, everyday words and phrases that you'll use often. Make sure you know basic, everyday words, like for family, food, and feelings.
Right. Knowing the most common 1,000 English words can help you understand most everyday conversations. You can find lists of these words online. Also, learn phrases, not just single words. For example, instead of just learning decision, learn make a decision.
A great way to build vocabulary fast is to use flashcards. When you find a new word, add it along with a sentence that uses it. Review these regularly. Flashcard apps use spaced repetition, showing you words so you remember them long term. By reviewing a little each day, you'll quickly expand your vocabulary without forgetting what you've learned.
And try to actually use the new words you learn as soon as possible. For example, if you learn the word confident today, later that day write a sentence like, I'm feeling more confident about my English. Using a new word right away really cements it in your memory.
Or use it when talking to a friend. I'm more confident speaking English now. Using new words in real sentences right away really cements them in your memory. You'll remember them much better than if you just read them once and never use them.
Tip number 6. Practice your pronunciation. Even if you know a lot of words, pronouncing them clearly will help people understand you and boost your confidence. One technique to improve pronunciation is called shadowing. Listen to a native speaker and repeat what they say. copying their pronunciation and intonation. This method can quickly improve your accent.
That's a fun one. Imitating native speakers is a tried and true way to get better. You can do this with your favorite movie scenes or songs. For example, play a line from a movie, pause it, and then try to say it exactly like the actor did.
Pay attention to which words they stress and how they blend sounds together. This will help your mouth get used to the flow of natural speech. Plus, practicing out loud like this will make you much more comfortable speaking in real conversations.
It's also okay to exaggerate sounds at first when you're practicing pronunciation. You might feel silly really emphasizing certain sounds, but think of it like doing a funny impression. By pushing yourself to pronounce things clearly, you're training your mouth muscles to form the sounds correctly. You'll find that people understand you better.
Another great way to sharpen your pronunciation is to practice with tongue twisters or challenging phrases. For instance, try saying, "She sells seashells by the seashore." Even native speakers find it tricky. Doing tongue twisters forces you to enunciate clearly and work on difficult sounds. It's a playful exercise, and it can really improve your clarity and confidence in speaking.
Tip number 7. Don't obsess over grammar. Grammar is important, but if you focus too much on it, it can slow you down. It's okay to make mistakes. The main goal is to communicate. Try to pick up grammar naturally by noticing how sentences are formed when you read or listen.
When you were a child, you learned your first language by listening and speaking before learning any rules. Of course, if a grammar point really confuses you, it's fine to study it a bit or ask a teacher for help. But balance is key. Do a little grammar study, but spend a lot more time using English in real life.
One useful approach is to focus on one grammar topic at a time and use it actively. For example, to practice the past tense, spend some time talking or writing about what you did yesterday or last week. Then, to practice the future tense, talk about what you will do tomorrow.
And don't worry too much if you mess up a grammar rule in conversation. Most of the time, people will still understand you. The priority is getting your message across. As you keep using English, your grammar will naturally get better. Those little mistakes will disappear over time.
Tip number 8. Use technology and online resources. We live in a digital age, so make the most of it. There are apps, websites, and tools that can help you learn English faster. For example, Duolingo can make vocabulary and grammar practice fun. And Anki or other flashcard apps will help you review new words with spaced repetition.
Another idea is to practice with an AI like ChatGPT. You can have a written conversation with it about any topic, like chatting about your day. It's available 24/7, so you can practice anytime without feeling shy. It's like having a conversation partner that's always available.
You can also use your phone's voice assistant in English. Try asking it questions or giving it commands. For example, ask, "Hey Google, what's the weather today?" Or say, "Alexa, set a timer for 10 minutes." If it understands you and responds, your pronunciation was clear.
That's a neat way to practice on your own. Just make sure to still have real conversations in English too, because talking with actual people will teach you things that an app or AI can't. So don't rely only on apps or AI. Mix in real interaction too.
Tip number 9. Find a community or partner to practice with. Don't learn in isolation. If you can, join an English club or find a practice partner. Online, look for English chat groups or language exchanges. Having people to practice with keeps you motivated and gives you a chance to use English in real conversations.
One of our listeners started an English club at their office during lunch breaks. They would chat in English once a week. After a couple of months, Everyone in the group felt their speaking had improved a lot, and it really helped them improve quickly.
That's a great example. Practicing with others makes learning more fun and also keeps you accountable because you're all encouraging each other to show up and use English. It really shows how practicing with others makes learning fun and helps everyone stay accountable.
Also, try to get feedback from others. If you have a teacher or a friend who's fluent, ask them to point out a few mistakes or give you tips now and then. It might feel a little uncomfortable, but it's one of the fastest ways to improve.
For example, a friend might notice you often mix up he and she. Once you know that, you can focus on fixing it. Getting this kind of feedback helps you sharpen your skills much faster than just practicing on your own without any input.
Tip number 10. Be consistent and stay motivated. You can have the best resources, but if you practice only occasionally, it's hard to improve quickly. Try to make English a part of your daily routine. Even 15 or 20 minutes every day helps more than one big session a week.
Setting clear, small goals will also help keep you on track. For example, decide you'll learn 5 new words by the end of the week, or that you'll watch 1 English video every day. Goals give you direction and a sense of achievement when you reach them, which keeps you motivated to continue.
It also helps to track your progress and celebrate small wins. When you realize what you can do now that you couldn't do before, it keeps you motivated to continue. So don't forget to reward yourself for progress in your journey.
Lastly, keep a positive mindset and be patient with yourself. Even when you're trying to learn fast, remember that any progress is still progress. Don't get discouraged by bad days or moments when you feel stuck. That's totally normal.
Absolutely. Everybody has ups and downs when learning a language. The important thing is to keep going and not give up because of a bad day. If you stay positive and keep practicing, you'll continue to improve.
Instead, focus on the new things you've learned and the things you can do now that you couldn't before. Every time you understand something new or communicate successfully, that's a win. Stay confident and enjoy the process. When you're having fun and staying positive, you're more likely to keep going, and you'll learn faster.
So those are our top tips to improve your English fast. We really hope you found them useful and that you're excited to try out some of these ideas. Remember, everyone learns at their own pace, but using these strategies will definitely speed up your progress.
We want to thank you for joining us today on LearnEnglishPodcast.com. If you enjoyed this episode and found these tips helpful, please subscribe to our channel so you won't miss future lessons. We post new podcast episodes and fun conversations to help you learn every week.
Thank you, everyone. Until next time, keep learning, stay consistent, and have fun with your English. Bye for now, and don't forget to subscribe to LearnEnglishPodcast.com for more helpful episodes. We'll see you all again very soon.